Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guest. I welcome you all to the 106th meeting of Globetrotters Toastmasters Club. I am pleased to be your sergeant at arms for today's meeting. Now, all Toastmasters meetings are governed by some rules and regulations. Let me describe these rules. I request all the Toastmasters please prefix TM to their names and guest prefix guest to their names. Also, all the role players, please prefix your role before your name. It will help us navigate easily during the meeting. All the speakers are requested to do a quick audio and video check before they start speaking. I would request you to not type anything in the chat box when the speaker is speaking, as it disturbs the speaker. If your video is on, please maintain proper posture and please keep your audio on mute in case you are not speaking. Please do not talk sex, politics, and religion in a derogatory manner. Now let me share the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, let me introduce the presiding officer for today's meeting, our club president, Toastmaster Shushmita, to take the further proceeding.
Can we have a big round of applause for our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Kamal Banik? Wow, what an energetic start. It's a very chilly morning today. I'm from Kolkata. I'm not sure about everyone present in this room, but here we have freezing cold and I was facing difficulty to come out from my quilt. Then it reminded me it's Sunday morning, time for Toastmaster. Once again, I heartily welcome each and everyone in Globetrotters Toastmasters Club 106th meeting. Let us start today morning in a different role. Generally, we speak, I tell motivational stories in every meeting. But today, I will not share any motivational story. Instead, we will hear from someone else. I have seen many Toastmasters who have lost interest after a couple of months of joining Toastmaster to join the meeting regularly. But today we have many people who are veteran Toastmasters and they are in Toastmasters in more than 1 or 2 decades. So I will come to those people, how they are motivating themselves to join regularly Toastmaster meeting and what they are getting it from it. So first I will go to DTM Harish Bilgi. DTM Harish Bilgi, could you please come on stage? Is it
Hi.
hi? So we will all like to know how you are motivating yourselves to join each and every Toastmasters meeting when you have spent such a great span while we just scroll through our Facebook wall, don't even see what's written there. Now, how you are motivating yourselves?
Oh, okay. First of all, let me thank Brinal for pushing me and asking me to take up this role today. Uh, Motivation, I don't think you have to have any external motivation. It has to come within. You have to feel that, yes, there is something which you learn every time you go on stage or every time you attend a meeting. If you have that kind of mindset, yes, you feel that you belong to that forum, and that's why I'm here. I feel yes, every meeting, every encounter, every rendezvous with people will add something to my personality, and that's what I look forward to you, and that's why I'm here. It's a I come from a professional background where I deal with Japanese principles and where the word kaizen means a lot, continuous improvement, and this is the way you can keep on improving yourself. As Stephen Covey said, keep your saw sharpened every time you do it when you attend such meetings. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Harish. And now it's time for me to welcome DTM Manju. Yeah, we would like to know from you also.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. First of all, let me thank you for inviting me to speak, and also Toastmaster Mrinal for giving me this opportunity to attend yet another new Toastmasters Club. I would like to go with Ralph Medley, our founder, Toastmaster founder's statement. We learn best in moments of enjoyment. So as long as you keep enjoying, you're learning. So I usually like variety. So I like meeting new people. So today, that is one of the reasons, I think I'm keeping on renewing my membership, because now I'm member of a UK Toastmasters Club. I become president there. But in India, I had already been area director, chief judge, etc. So whenever you have variety, there's something new to learn. So today, for me, I would say by observing all of you, I can learn maybe something new, some new style of presenting. Even from the president, I'm learning, because instead of the story, you went with a new approach, right? So from every person you meet, you can actually learn something new. And the second thing that motivates me is, I believe that I think the Yahoo founder or someone said that, Yahoo personal said that your network is your net worth, or the other way around. I think your net worth is your network. So I believe that as long as you keep connecting and adding to your network, you're actually growing. And that gives me a great deal of pleasure to make new friends all over the world. And even Mrinal, to be very frank, I've never met him, but he's a friend. So that way, I hope to make new friends, new connections today as well. So that gives me joy to move on, and also to also retain all old friends, which I made 10 years before also. As in, I joined Toastmasters 10 years back. So I take a great deal of pleasure in maintaining the connections, as well as adding new and uh, adding more and more new connections. So I'm looking forward to make new connections today. Thank you.
Thank you, DTM Manju. Now, I will tell you my story. When I joined Toastmaster, initially I was very happy. Okay, I will learn this, I will learn that. And once that format, like, okay, we will have prepared speeches, we will have this and that, I knew that. Then suddenly I started losing the interest. Then I don't know what happened. I again forced myself to come to Toastmaster meeting. Then I started enjoying the connection, the networks. Then once I am into this, I don't want to miss any of the Toastmaster meeting. So every Sunday morning, it's for people, it's Monday motivation. For me, it's Sunday motivation. The starting of the day, I get the whole week's energy from this day, from this Toastmaster meeting. We meet new people, we learn new stories. And that's the thing, learn, unlearn, and relearn. So that's what we should do. And I welcome once again each and everyone. We will come to each and every Toastmasters and guests. Since time is running out, I would like to welcome the person who will be taking the baton for this today's meeting, and that person is none other than me again. So I am introducing myself. This is little weird to introduce, but yeah, I will be Toastmaster of the day today. And it came to me like a table topic. Suddenly at 9 a.m., I got to know our teammate has some family emergency and won't be able to take this role. And immediately, one phrase came on my mind: the show must go on. And that will be our theme today. We'll learn lots of stories today, how to make this happen. And once I got his message, I went to my teenagers when I had my entrance examination for engineering college. Previous day, my dad fell sick and I did not know what to do. I was supposed to hospitalize him, or I was supposed to go to the entrance examination. Then my whole family stood up for us. Two uncles took my dad to hospital. And another uncle next day took me to the examination center. Everybody reminded me the show must go on because if I could have missed this examination, it was 1 year burden for me. So sometimes I know it's really hard for us, but still we have to work on that. So today we will know about everyone's stories when they came through some struggles phases like this kind of unwanted scenario and they overcome that, and from that we will also gather our courage and we will be ready for our next moment. And when we are talking about this, not only our own story, can you remember in 1919 cricket world cup what happened? How many Sachin Tendulkar's fan here? Yeah. So, can anyone tell the story of how that show went? Okay, let me remind you. Sachin Tendulkar's father passed away. He was in England playing World Cup. He had to come back to India and spend 3-4 days with his family. And again, he went back to play the World Cup and he scored a century also. That's how it is. So we'll figure out today how can we handle those kind of scenarios and what to do. Before we proceed, let me tell you the format of a Toastmaster meeting. Like many unwanted things happen with us, we have to prepare for that. So in a Toastmaster meeting, first there is prepared speech sections where our members comes and deliver their prepared speeches. Prepared means they write it first, they mentor that speech with their mentor, come and deliver to us. Then, like today it happened, you cannot avoid it. We have table topic session. So that gives us the courage to speak in front of others, any impromptu things. So we have prepared speeches, we'll have table topic, and not and the last is the general evaluation section where we evaluate ourselves. Our general evaluator evaluate the whole meeting and we learn wherever things went well, wherever we have to improve, and we from that we take lessons and we get ready for the next meeting. And with that, I would like to welcome someone who is our general evaluator today. She is none other than TEDx coach, TED member, author, career coach, professional speaker, and what else? Let's welcome DTM Manju Manohar on stage. DTM Manju, the e-podium is all yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita, for that wonderful welcome. So today I'm going to play the role of the general evaluator. And as you know, general evaluator is a very rare role that is there only in Toastmasters, which is an experiential learning community. It's a non-profit organization which is trying to enhance the leadership and communication skills of its members. And as the general evaluator, I'll be noting down, observing every facet of this meeting, right from the posters that you prepared, the agenda that was shared by the president. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita, as well as the way the role players turned up before the meeting. Yes, I'm referring to the pre-meeting preparation by the XCOM and by the role players, and of course, the role players themselves. So I have a team to assist me today that is none other than, of course, we start with the timer because time and tide wait for none. So let me invite the timer, Kamal Rana, who is a civil engineer by profession. He is a photography enthusiast who loves visual storytelling, and he's currently part of the District 124 PR as Creative Excellence Manager. Wow, wonderful, Toastmaster. I'm really delighted to know that within just a year of joining, you have taken on roles at the district level. Let's put our hands together to welcome timer Toastmaster Kamal Rana onto the stage.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Well, I am the timer today, and my duty is to keep the time. So today there are three sections. First, is prepared speech section. For prepared speech, there are two types of speech. One is icebreaker. For these, the time limit is 4 to 6 minutes. For other prepared speech, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So in case of in case of normal speech, I will show the green card at 5, yellow at 6, and the red at 7. And for icebreaker, I will show the green at 4, the yellow at 5, and the red at 6. And for the table topic section, the time limit is 1 to 2 minutes. I'll show the green at 1, yellow at 1.5, and red at 2. And for the last section, that is evaluation section, the time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show the green at 2, yellow at 2.5, and red at 3. Well, there are grace period of 30 seconds in upper and lower side for prepared speech and for evaluation. For table topics, there is grace period of 30 seconds on the upper side only, and I will like to show how I will show my card. So I will show my card as a background. I think you can see during the speech, I will show it like this in green, yellow, and red. I'll show the card as my background. So this is from my side. Thank you, and over to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamal Banik. And now it's time to move on to the language evaluator. The language evaluator is played by a person. I really love his name, Indranil. I think it means blue sapphire or something like that. I do not know. Maybe we'll have to ask him. But he says he has been a Toastmaster from 2020 and he works for TCS and his club is TMTC, which I believe TMITC, probably it's a corporate club, is what I believe. He's a regular attendee of Globetrotter Club and he feels extremely grateful for the Globetrotter Club because it has helped him grow by providing various roles. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Indranil Mukherjee, for taking on the role of language evaluator. Over to you to describe the role of language evaluator.
Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. I wish you a Happy New Year. Just now, I have uttered a sentence, good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. If you observe, I took 2 long pauses. These long pauses disrupt the speech and disrupt the flow of speeches. So as a language evaluator, my first duty is to note down those unnecessary pauses, words which are repeated. For some filler words like note down those things. To let the speaker know that how many repeat words, how many filler he or she used during delivering her speech, his or her speech. And another role is to, as a grammarian, I will note down good usage of grammar, not so good usage of grammar, and correct pronunciation of each and every word. Yes. Like today's theme is change. Just like our TMOD mentioned that how she faced the problem before her examination, his father was hospitalized. And today she also shared a story how she took this TMOD role overnight. This is the thing, whenever we go through something, that's change our life. And changing our life means something added to our quality, to our knowledge. This is the reason. Here is the word of the day I want to introduce. Flesh something out. This is a phrasal verb to add more details or information to something. The plans need to be fleshed out with some more figures. I request everyone to use the phrasal verb as many as possible. I will come back at the end of the session while General Evaluator asks me to share. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, language evaluator. I think he still did not reveal what the meaning of his word is. Probably at the end of this report, when I call him onto the
No,
stage.
no. Let me tell. Actually, Indro and Nil means actually, if I say the meaning that people will laugh because the quality. This is the combination of two god. Indro means god, the king of god, and Nil means Mahadev. So there is no quality. The quality they possess, I don't have any. But yeah, the name I have, so I'm proud of that.
But then through Toastmasters, you're developing those qualities, right? In leadership and
Yeah,
communication.
yeah.
Yes, yes, of course. So thank you so much, Indranil. And now we also have
Yeah, sorry,
Ma'am,
Madam
you're on
General
mute.
Executive, we're
oh,
on
sorry,
mute.
sorry. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the technical. I had a technical glitch where I unknowingly muted myself. Yeah. So thank you so much, Indranil, for that wonderful introduction and also giving us a beautiful phrasal verb to try out, flesh things out, flesh things out. I'm sure we'll be able to flesh things out as the day progresses. We'll learn something new about the theme of the day as well. And apart from the timer and the language evaluator, I also have two extremely important personalities who would be playing the roles of evaluators. I'll be introducing them later, but I'll just give you a clue. They are none other than distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi and Toastmaster Arnab Datta. So thank you so much for being part of the team. And now it's time to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day. She's also playing double role as the presiding officer. And I would like to applaud her courage for taking up the Toastmaster of the day at 9 a.m. It's not easy to take on a role like TMOD at the last minute. And to give a brief introduction about her, she's a software developer with 11 plus years of experience who loves to travel and enjoys her motherhood. And she says that her daughter is 8 plus years old, around 8 years old, and she works for LTI Mindtree. So over to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Sushmita. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator, for finally introducing me as I was unable to introduce myself properly. Thank you for that. Now it's time for our prepared speeches, and we have three prepared speeches today. And before we move on to our first prepared speaker, let me introduce our first evaluator. She will be reading out the speech objective for our speaker one. So our first evaluator is none other than our Vice President, Public Relations, and she is also English teacher. She has her own WhatsApp channel also. Let me welcome Toastmaster Ruby to read out the speech objective for our speaker one.
Hello, good morning, and thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, for the introduction. Today's speaker one's purpose of the speech is to introduce herself to the other club members and produce a basic structure of the speech. And timer, please note that the speech will be a 4 to 6 minute speech, as it is a icebreaker speech. So all the best to the speaker, TM Adrika.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Ruby, for reading out the speech objective. And now it's time to introduce our first speaker today. She is Globetrotters Toastmasters Club newest member. Not only newest, I believe she is the youngest member. She is currently a fourth year law student, has keen interest in learning the various intricacies of the legal area. Her hobbies include reading, writing, exploring new songs, and have recently taken interest in exploring new dishes as well. So let me welcome Toastmaster Adrika Mitro on stage. Toastmaster Adrika Mitro, I would like to check your audio and video first.
Am I audible now?
Yes, perfectly audible.
Okay.
You are visible also. Okay, Toastmaster Adrika. Box of chocolates. Box of chocolates. Toastmaster Adrika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shushmita, for the lovely introduction to the theme. Box of chocolates. Memories are a box of chocolates. Once you open it, you won't be able to stop by having just one piece. Doesn't that sounds familiar? Can anyone guess where this quote might be from? Any guesses around here? Yes, these are the very first few lines from the iconic
Ye
Bollywood
Jawani Hai
movie
Diwani.
Hai Diwani. Yes, you are right. And isn't it right? Chocolates are not just meant to be just sweets, especially the dark chocolate lovers out there. Wouldn't you love to agree on me with this one? Good morning, my fellow Toastmaster, esteemed evaluators, and guests. I am Toastmaster Atrika, and on this chilly winter Sunday morning, I'd like to begin my icebreakers by unwrapping one of my chocolates from my box of chocolates and share the experiences that have shaped my journey so far. The story starts with me sitting in my room, completely still, or rather numb, trying managing a smile as I bid farewell to the participants of my IMAN competition conference. As I hastily tried to click on leave meeting from the Zoom meeting, I could help but later impress myself in an entrance. The competition of the daily competition had me hard. You would say, that's okay, Atrika. There's always a next time. There are better competitions out there. When you're just into the college, everything is overwhelming. It does feel like the end of the world. With the rise of pandemic at that time, and with involuntary restrictions in our home, even my hobbies such as reading, writing, and listening to music all came to a halt. I felt like not participating anymore. I felt like not doing it simply. Moreover, moreover, it was not about being recognized as the best position paper or being awarded as best delegate. It was a sound of failure for not trying hard enough. The sound for staying silent even when I had the chance to speak up. It was deafening. Uh, the the next thing I knew, I was nose deep into my electronic devices, trying to search up some publications and societies which might help me enhance my public speaking and leadership skills. While searching or rummaging through the entire internet database, or so it felt like, I came across this one quote which briefly described, and I would like to refer to it, that when will be time for you to change, life will create such circumstances and obstacles which will make you so uncomfortable and outgrown that you will have no option but to change. Your perspective towards life and yourself will constantly be tested and challenged so that you can finally have enough courage to move on to the next part of your life. And sure enough, the next chapter of my life led me to the website of the Toastmaster International. I was storing through all and taking in all the intricacies the society has for me. Thus, after exploring various Toastmaster club and now finally a member of one, I have and will continue to collect as many chocolates as possible in my box of chocolates. The audio got muted. Am I audible now? Okay.
will continue to add more chocolates in my box of chocolates, as I believe the challenges and projects undertaken will not only help me to expand my limits and accept my shortcomings and learn from them, but also the shape me towards the ideal that I envision for myself. And yes, how can I forget? I will always come back and finish what I've started back then. I am in confidence. I am looking at you. So, Toastmasters and fellow guests, do you have a favorite chocolate? Thank you.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Adrika Mitro, for this wonderful speech, icebreaker speech. It reminded me my icebreaker when I was really struggling and I was not even looking at the audiences. I really wish you lots of chocolates in your boxes from from your Toastmaster journey. Thank you once again. Now it's time to introduce our second speaker. Before I move on to our second speaker, I would like to introduce our evaluator for today. He has more than 15 years of experience in this Toastmaster world, and we already had a discussion over that, how he is continuing. He has played various roles in Toastmasters, from like club officials to area, division, and district officials. And he is also winners of various kind of speech contests. It's time to welcome the distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi to read out the speech objective for our speaker 2. DTM Harish Bilgi, the e-podium is all yours. Hope I have pronounced your name properly.
Thank you, Tia Modi. You were absolutely on dot. You did pronounce. You're one of the few who generally pronounce, uh, who has pronounced my name very well. So, dear fellow Toastmasters, and especially my speaker, Soumitra Sengupta, we all know the motto of Toastmaster International. What is it? Where leaders are made. And today, what I loved about Saumitra's project is she is going to walk the talk, because not only she has picked up a pathway which takes her on this wonderful journey of leadership. It is leadership development pathway, and she has reached nearly a pinnacle. She has just stepped below that. She has reached the level 4, and this is the first stage. And in cricketing lingo, she is in her final power play. And I'm sure when you are in the final power play, you give your best. And today, her project is all about showing her leadership skills. Today, she is going to tell us how she has formed a team, led her to a completion of a project, and she is going to flesh out things, what she has learned from there, with some personal experiences within a time frame of 5 to 7 minutes. I'm sure Soumitra is going to entertain us and enlighten us with her findings and with her learnings. Over to you, Sushmita.
Thank you, DTM Harish, for reading out the speech objective. Now it's time to welcome our speaker 2. And she is an IT telecom professional. And she is the founder member of technical writer community, but I don't want to tell those. She is my very favorite. She is there in GTC from starting, and today I am able to take this Toastmaster of the role, seeing her only. She was the Toastmaster of the day for our 50th meeting, for our 100th meeting. I have learned a lot from her. She used to be my mentor, but at some point of time we lost some connection, and again we are connected. GTC cannot go on without her. It's time to welcome none other than Toastmaster Soumitra on e-podium. And just I forgot to tell you, currently she is serving as division director under District 3. Toastmaster Shomita, before you deliver your speech, I would like to check your audio and video.
Am I completely audible, clearly audible and visible?
You are clearly audible and visible, but you are visible up to this. Hope that works.
Sorry, I am visible up to?
You are visible up to this portion. Yeah. Okay. Toastmaster Shomita, starting up to lead your team. Starting up to lead your team, Toastmaster Shomita.
In the heart of a bustling startup, I found myself in the helm of a dynamic team tasked with pioneering a groundbreaking app that aims to revolutionize how people manage their daily tasks. As a project manager, it was my responsibility to charter the waves of innovation and drive the team through the challenges that lay ahead. And it was my first experience in startups, as I always work with MNCs. The initial days were filled with excitement and uncertainty. As we engulfed into the project, I quickly realized that the diverse group of individuals I led brought a mix of skills, background, and perspective to the table. My wonderful team of 20 members were people from various backgrounds like engineering, MBAs, business analysts, top B school fellows, and few were freshers as well. We had mainly divided the team into two broad categories. The IT team was looking into the technical aspect of the app development, whereas the MBAs were keenly looking at the launch of the app in the market effectively. For this project, Rahul and Sangeeta were the senior coders, where John and Samita were testers, followed by Imtiaz and Meenu, who were business analysts and tech writers. I, as a project manager, was taking care from A to Z of the app development to delivery. Indeed, it was an incredible team. Regardless of the team structure, I chose to nurture an environment where individual strength could follow, empowering the team member to take care of their own responsibility not only boosted their confidence but also fostered a sense of collective responsibility. Regular team meetings and communication become the cornerstone of the project. These team meetings provided an open platform where people could lay out their ideas and concerns are addressed constructively. However, in any endeavor, obstacles come, and even here, an obstacle arose at a critical juncture. There came a time when Rahul was keen on developing the app in a common platform like React Native or Titanium SDK, where Sangeeta was more focused on developing the app in a new platform. So there came a glitch. Rahul, Shomita, if we can develop the app in a common platform, we can upgrade the app easily with any handy codes. Okay, Rahul. Hey, Sangeeta, what are your thoughts on this? I am more keen on the uniqueness of the app and want to deliver the app in an uncommon platform in the marketplace. Okay, let us analyze both the situation and then try to a conclusion. One setback threatened to derail our progress. The team was disheartened, and it was at this major junction where the true power of leading your team came forward. Instead of dictating the team how to do up the work, I rolled up my sleeves, worked with the team to navigate through the coding challenges, brainstorming session, and late night debugging session. And this hands-on approach not only instilled a sense of camaraderie, but also provided or demonstrated that as a project manager, how much I wanted the project to be successful. After driving through a couple of days, we analyzed the situation and came to the conclusion that the best approach is to develop the app in a new platform, and that will be the best fit for us. The marketing team were also in sync with our thought process. And Rahul, one of my developer, he totally agreed to this decision which Sangeeta has initially raised the flag of. My dear friends, finally the day of app launch arrived. The culmination of months of hard work and collaboration was met with a sense of pride and accomplishment. This app, the testament of our hard work, was well received in the market with positive reviews and user engagement. During this journey, I was reflecting and I realized that leadership is not just about guiding your team from point A to point B. Rather, it was about cultivating a sense of unity, resilience, and a shared vision. I realized that during this process, I have not just achieved professionally, but I have grown enormously in person. Dear ladies and gentlemen, today I want to leave you with a powerful insight. The success of a team does not only depend upon the abilities of the leader, rather than by the collective strength, motivation, and determination of the team. Whether you are a seasoned leader or starting your leadership journey, remember leadership is not just about being in the spotlight, rather than by illuminating the path for others to follow. Together, we can inspire greatness, foster collaboration, and bring out the best from each other. Thank you, and back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shaumita Sengupta, for letting us know how to become a better leader. I am not only learning how to speak in front of public, I am also learning how to be a better leader. I will remember whatever you have told today in my leadership journey. Thank you once again. Now I can see we have guest Toastmaster Vidya. Toastmaster Vidya, is it possible for you to come on stage? Okay, as I guess she's having some trouble, I will move on to our third speaker and we will discuss later how to how to move on the show when you have some emergencies in your life. So today, before I go to our third speaker today, I will like to welcome his evaluator first on stage. His evaluator I liked about him is he likes 3M like me, Mach, Misti, and more. As Bengali, we all love Mach means fish, Misti means sweets, and M Mohan Bagan, the football club. So let's welcome Toastmaster Arnab Datta to read out the speech objective for our speaker 3.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
So, our speaker will be delivering his project 2 level 1 from the pathways engaging humor. The purpose of the project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note the time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. I wish all the best to the speaker and back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arnab Datta, for reading out the speech objective. So today our speaker he is having 5 years of experience in Toastmaster. He has served in various leadership roles in club as well as district. He is investment and finance professional with 10 plus years of experience. Let's welcome Toastmaster Shunish Babu on stage. Before his speech, I would like to check his audio and video. You are on mute. Please unmute yourself.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are audible now and you are visible also. Yeah. Toastmaster Shunish Babu.
Madam Toastmaster, just an interjection.
Yes.
The speech time is 5 to 7 minutes, right?
5 to 7.
5 to 7, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Toastmaster Shunish Babu. Spiral. When low and down, move up and fast. Spiral. When low and down, move up and fast. Toastmaster Shunish Babu.
You complain the life that you chose. You are not a victim over here. You are afraid of your own fear and ambitions. And at the age of 40, when you wake up, you need someone to blame. You chose to sit on your sidelines rather than follow your dreams and pursue your passion. But when you wake up, you needed somebody to blame rather than having the courage to follow. And you chose to blame me, hiding under the demeanor that you are sacrificing for mine. This was the spade, the argument I was hearing in my house as I was feeling low and literally lying down and looking at the ceiling. This is a common thing we hear when we are neighbors, and we have a very thin wall when we can hear the disagreements at the neighbor's house as well as the fragrances during the lunchtime and the dinner time. The pleasantness and the unpleasantness both are shared across the neighbors. But on this afternoon, as I heard this fight between Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, it reminded me that I had something similar with Mr. Gupta. And there are some things which are not similar. Similar in terms of adopting the victim mindset. Similar in terms of when people closer to me, coming to help me, pushing them away rather than accepting that help from my near and dear ones. And unsimilar in terms of being single. And one of those moments in life, listening to the spade and being happy about that I am single and happy. I remember during my childhood days, when my father used to shift location in every 2 years, I could never make any of my friends. And after completing my college days, after joining office, as my dad used to tell me the stories about how we had maintained his friendship, I always used to blame him. I could never have good friends or build and cultivate that bond because you used to shift every 2 years. I used to tell that story to myself that in every 2 years I need to shift. What is the use of developing the bond of friendship if it is going to wither away in span of 2 years? When it came to job, after working with an organization for 8 years, I used to crib a lot because I had to travel around 2 hours to reach my job and again 2 hours to come back to my house, a total of 4 hours. I always used to crib and complain. When it came to the salary hike and the promotion, I felt the seniors did not treat me fairly. I felt I did not get enough opportunity or recognized in the organization. But when it came to accountability, I just adopted the victim mindset. I chose to be down and low. That afternoon, when I heard the fight between Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, something struck in my mind. It seemed like I was looking at a mirror and I chose looking at the ceiling. I will no longer choose to be down and low, but rather spiral and move up and fast. At the age of 35, I chose, like how a boat, this movement is important whether the boat has to go towards the north or the south. It doesn't matter which direction the boat came in. Similarly, in our life, what are the choices, the decisions led to here is of less relevance. What is important is what we do now. I chose to join a local lawn tennis club. I was always passionate about the sports But in school, the emphasis was on studies, which helped me to be financially stable, to get a good job till this moment. I've joined a dance club so that I can pursue the passion of dance. Always watched at fellow students who danced in school, never having the courage to move up the podium. I met new people and made new friends. Rather than sitting down and low, I chose to move up and fast. When it came to job, I joined a Toastmasters Club to work on myself. Not just read book or listen to podcast, but work on my soft skill at every day, week, and month. Rather than waiting for others to show me, to sit in my victim mindhood, I chose to move up and fast. I went over the LinkedIn and updated my skills. I joined multiple online courses, also went to do Chartered Financial Analyst course, a degree well recognized in finance and investment area. I thought I had come over my victim mindset and learned to move beyond, stay down and low. But 2 months back, while hanging out with my friends, again, I was suddenly feeling down and low. I didn't know why. Like they say, when you have the least expectation, the life hits you in your stomach. And my best friend tried to help me, to cheer me up. And suddenly I pushed her away. I was rude in my words. I was just covered in my anger, not realizing that I was pushing the people who are trying to help me and in the process hurting them. Life has this very defeating way of hitting us when we expect is the least. I thought I had overcome this mentality of blaming others. I thought I had learned to move up and fast. But life is going to throw us challenges. We have to pause whenever we are feeling down and low and collect ourselves together. Now it is a process for me to mend the relationship with my best friend. At the same time, focus on myself as well. What I have learned, it is not a lesson in just one instance of a time, but a lesson I have to remind myself every day, every moment. Have you ever felt down and low? If so, pause and be aware of that thought and pull yourself to move up and fast. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shunish Babu, for letting us know how to move up and fast instead and get rid of our victim mindset. Thank you so much. Okay, now after 3 prepared speeches, it's time for some impromptu time. Now we will have our table topic session, which will be taken by none other than the person who has proved age is just a number. He is with Globetrotters Toastmasters Club for more than 1 year, and he has played various roles. Today, he will be playing the table topic master's roles. He not only can speak in his mother tongue Kannada and English, he also can speak English, Hindi, Telugu, Marathi, and Tamil. That's wonderful. And his hobbies like leading healthy and active life, reading, making friends, and maintaining it, traveling and learning. Let's welcome Toastmaster She is Madhusudhan. Toastmaster She is Madhusudhan. The e-podium is all yours.
Good morning, General Evaluator, Toastmaster of the Day, and my dear guests. Today I will be conducting the table topic session. Table topic session is one of the most important and amazing sessions of every Globetrotters or whatever meeting it is conducted every Sunday. It will be an interesting part. It will help us to develop one's impromptu speaking skills, and also how quickly one responds to an impromptu situation or a topic. So I will be giving you the topics, and Toastmasters will not be getting any chance. Guests, they will get a chance to change the topic if they are not interested to speak on the topic that I have given. So can I start, madam?
Sure, sir.
Uh, who is going to volunteer for the first topic?
I can try.
Okay, sir. For you, the topic is, if you could ask for one written gift for all that you have done for the Toastmasters fraternity, what would you ask for?
Okay. Table topic master, Toastmaster Madhusudan. Topic given to me is, if I were to ask one written gift for whatever I have done to Toastmasters, in lieu of that, what is that I will be demanding from the Toastmasters? In fact, I remember a beautiful poem from my Marathi book. It was by one great Marathi poet, Vinda Karandekar, who has written that देणाऱ्याने देत जावे, घेणाऱ्याने घेत जावे, घेता घेता देणाऱ्याने देणाऱ्याचे हातच घ्यावे. So this give and take, is it the main motto of being in Toastmasters? I don't think so. We don't come here with that intention that I am doing something, so in turn I am going to get something out of Toastmasters. I don't agree with this concept at all. I am here, I will do something which in process, I learn something from Toastmasters. So I doubt whether I'm going to ask anything from Toastmaster, because I have done nothing. It's an ocean. It is like that the efforts of a squirrel which helped Sri Ramachandra build a bridge from Rameshwaram to Lanka by dipping herself in water, coming on the sand, putting sand on her back, going and sprinkling that sand in that bridge. So my effort would be something like that. In lieu of that, whether I'm going to ask something from Toastmaster to give me in return, I doubt. I don't think I have done enough to demand a return gift. I will keep on doing this. Maybe one fine day, if Toastmaster feels, the returns will come back, because I definitely believe that karma will pay you back in multifolds. Over to you, Madhusudan.
Exactly what you have said. You have shared your experiences and you have connected very well mythologically. Thank you, sir. So next, who is going to volunteer? I first go with general evaluator Manju Manohar.
Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity.
Madam, for you, the question is, how would you introduce yourself with love?
Sir, the question again, please.
How would you introduce yourself with love?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madhusudan. That is a great question. How would I introduce myself with love? I think I always introduce myself with love, if I'm not wrong. But having asked that question, I would say we can always tell who we are, what is our value system, and of course, what do we like to do in this world. For example, for me, I stated at the beginning, I love to continually learn, and which is why I'm part of 4 Toastmasters clubs across the world. And also the second part being, I love to connect with new people and again observe and learn from them too. And the third thing, which I did not state in my introduction, was that I love to be of help to others. So Toastmasters and Rotary, where I get opportunities to do mentoring, serving, etc., I greatly enjoy. And also I do social work, because in social work too, we get the joy of giving. And I have realized over the last few years that it is not money that makes you happy. It is not the physical wealth or the material wealth, they say, that makes you happy. It is the joy of giving. When you help someone grow, when you help someone achieve their dreams, when you help someone overcome the obstacles in their life, I think that is when you realize the purpose of your being. It's not like, I think distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi rightly said, it is not what we can take from here that matters. It is what we can offer to others that matters. Of course, we can always play the victim card. I think one of the speakers was delving about the victim card, I guess, right? We can play the victim card. We said, I did not get this. I'm not as rich as Ambani. I'm not looking as great as Sushmita Sen or Aishwarya Rai. Although, they're older than me. I look much older than them. Yes, we'll have hundreds of reasons to crib. But if you find just one reason to serve, one reason to give back, one person to make someone, one person to serve a day, I think that is where our life becomes meaningful. Thank you, and over to you, Table Topics Master.
Excellent, madam. You have clearly elucidated that real happiness lies in making others happy. So I am seeing raising hands being raised by most of the members. I would like to ask Toastmaster Somita. Madam, for you, the question is, how can someone make you feel more loved?
Wow, February is approaching and love is in the air, and love is in home of Toastmaster Madhusudan. The topic is all about love. And trust me, how someone can make me feel more love is what I associate the word love with. Just not by calling someone or asking how are you doing or saying I love you. It's more about taking care of that person. So care is something which I associate with love. So in any form of relationship of love, love is just not about a romance. So if in any relationship of love, I associate it with care. So when I understand someone is caring me a lot, care is the sweetest form of love to me. So if I care for somebody a lot, that means I'm really I feel for that person. I really care for that person. Because at the end of the day, it's not about or reciprocating that I love you, but in any of the forms, suppose Toastmaster Madhusudan, if you are going out and you are receiving a text message from your daughter or maybe from your wife, have you eaten your food or did you reach on time? Remember, that is a form of love. That is the care. It's not always like I love you. It's kind of the care which attracts me a lot. And even I try to portray the same to the people I adore, I love, and I cherish in any relationship. That's what my thought about love. What do you think, Mr. Table Topic Master?
Very nicely you have put it. Sharing and caring, that is what one needs. That is what you have clearly put it. Thank you, madam. Now I will go to Toastmaster Edrika. For you, the question is, worry is total waste of time.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for providing me the opportunity. So, my topic is worry is a total waste of time. It is a waste of time. I think there is scientific uh, knowledge that it is scientific fact Like worry makes you age faster, right? You don't want to age faster than you already are. So, and why should you worry or you know constantly think about one thing or the another? When you can focus your energy in one thing, try to finish that. And I'm talking and I'm speaking this upon the tasks that we are giving at hand. But I think in our life also we can't really control the situation that we are in. Sometimes uh, we just constantly unnecessarily worry the things which are out of our hand, right? So um I think worry, I mean, you can't really do anything which will be out of your hands anyways. It is you can spend your time in much more meaningful ways, such as rediscovering your hobbies, creating new hobbies, discovering hobbies. It really is totally a waste of time. Thank you.
You have clearly said worry keeps us busy doing nothing. It also not help us in enjoying the present. Now I will go with Toastmaster Kamal. Sir, for you, the question is, if you could design a menu for your life, what all would it include?
Well, for that, someone please keep my time. Actually, I was the timer, so someone please note my time. So could you please repeat the topic? Just one.
Can we go with the topic, table topic now?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Please repeat the topic. Please repeat the topic, sir.
If you could design a menu for your life, what all would it include?
Okay. When it comes to choose something for me, I have seen that I actually mess up. I try to pick all these, the best things possible, but when it comes to actually sort it down and pick the best from them, actually I mess up. So I won't really go and design a perfect menu for my life. That is not possible actually. If that was possible, I would have chosen the best thing possible in the world and would have maybe I would have become the richest person. I would have become the happiest person possible. I would have become the most successful person in the world. But that is not possible. And if I become that much, if someone becomes the best of everything, there is no uh, twist in life, I guess. So I won't go for I won't go for any perfect menu for my life. I would rather live it and take it what it comes in my life. I will try to adjust myself as per that what is coming and go as per that. Thank you and over to you.
Exactly, sir. Whatever comes to us, we have to accept it. The moment I say menu, we all are reminded of menu at the hotel table the waiter brings. All are might be feeling hungry. I don't take much of your time, but I am seeing Sadhvi Sharma would like to speak for table topic. So I would call Sadhvi Sharma on the
Hi.
dais.
Hi.
Good morning. For
Good
you,
morning. Yeah.
the topic is, what is the worst thing that could happen to you?
The topic is, what is the best thing that could happen?
Not best, worst.
Okay.
You?
Okay. Thank you for this topic. Just give me a few seconds to yeah. Worst thing.
Or you can, if you are not interested, you can change the topic.
No, I'm interested, but it's like lots of worst things. So I'm just picking which one I have to go with. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the time. So it's like a worst thing for me is like when I was in my class 11th and 12th. So at that time, I had opted for both medical and non-medical. So I was very much in as my father is in medical servant. So my family is very much inclined that I'll go to engineering domain, but I am more interested in medical and all. So at that time, I was preparing for both medical and non-medical, and I qualified for exams. But the worst thing is like I had not get the seat for MBBS. I could get seat for BDS, that is for dental. So at that time, I feel like, do I have to go to next attempt, or I should go? As you know, in India, it's very tough to go for medical services in private. If in private seat, it's very expensive, and it's not easy. So I just dropped my year and prepare for engineering services. So after that, I get very good rank in engineering. So when I went to my engineering, so I feel like, should I able to do it? So it's like first it is like just thinking and confusion and lots of doubt, but after that I did lot of hard work. So I get very good placement and good package. So I feel like that is the worst thing at that time, but now when I was look back, so I feel like that is the best thing. Because it's like, now when I see the medical books and like, so I feel like it's very tough to do that. I mean, to uh, big books and to read a lot. So right now I'm happy, but at that time that was my worst. But now when I recall, so that is my best thing. So it's like mixture of both. Thank you.
Yeah, rightly. Based on our past experiences only, we will think about what worst thing could happen. Madam, any time is left for one more topic? Okay, over to you, madam.
Toastmaster of the day, Toastmasters Susmita. Are you there? Okay, I think she might be encountering some technical issues, so I will take over. Thank you so much, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Madhusudan, for giving us a variety of topics from love and also the kind of the worst thing that ever happened in your life. I think that made us all think and ponder. Now it's time to call the general evaluator on stage, and the general evaluator is myself. And it's now time for the evaluators' reports. I think Toastmaster Sushmita just joined us back. She had some technical issues. Toastmaster Sushmita, over to you. TTM is done. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, there were some technical glitches from my side. I was just listening to the table topics by our table topic master, wonderful table topic speaker. This time we had a whole set of new table topic speakers. Thank you once again. So, as we were discussing about the show must go on. So, from the all things I have figured it out, we need couple of strategies so that the show must go on. I hope you all will also agree. Just first thing, like, you need to have a backup plan in your hand as much as possible. You always can have many backup plans, but still, like today, we had backup role players like Toastmaster Kamal and me. So it was easy that that meeting went smooth. I guess that our general evaluator will tell us later. And another thing from my life, what I learned, you need to have friends and family. Please keep in touch with your friends and family who will be in your help whenever you are in need. Like in my case, my uncles helped us a lot. Couple of members, they had taken my dad to hospital, and one of my uncle who has taken me to the examination center. And another thing I have figured it out is that you need to be emotionally very strong. When we are discussing about Sachin Tendulkar, he had that emotional strength so that he can overcome these situations in a smoother way. Generally, players and actors, they are very emotionally strong. For us, what we can do, we can do some physical activities or do meditation regularly to become emotionally strong. And with that, we will move on to our evaluation section and we will learn where to improve, as we all are here to become a better versions of ourselves. So our general evaluator with his team will help us to become a better version of ourselves. Thank you, and it's time for general evaluation. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita, for that nuggets of information that you shared about life. Now it's time to invite the evaluators, the team of evaluators who are going to give us feedback for the champions, because they say feedback is the breakfast of champions. So let's have some breakfast. And to invite the first evaluator on stage, I must give an introduction about her. She is a teacher from Bangalore and she loves reading, writing, and also listening to music. Let's put our hands together for the VP head of this club, Toastmaster Ruby. Toastmaster Ruby, the stage is all yours. She will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Adrika.
Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you, Madam General Evaluator. First of all, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Adrika on completing her first ever project in Toastmasters. She has done a really good job, and I really appreciate her efforts presenting experiences in such a lucid manner. Now, to flesh my observations out, I would like to share that she had a very good interaction with the audience, and the speech was really well structured as well. And she has also used the prop, which added an additional attraction to her speech. So a big round of applause for that. My recommendations for her are firstly, the posture. If she had stood up and delivered the speech, then it would look better, I think. And secondly, pauses can be used more properly, as it will add more spark to a speech. And that's all from my side, all my observations. And once again, all the best, Adrika, Toastmaster Adrika, for your future endeavors and journey in Toastmasters. Thank you. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ruby. Let's give a special round of applause to Toastmaster Ruby, because it seems the president just informed me this was the first ever evaluation she had ever done in her life. So let's give her a big round of applause, because it's not easy to do the evaluation, especially when it is the first time. Even a veteran like distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi would agree with me. Even after 15 years, every evaluation seems like the first time, because you need to be empathetic to the speaker, and every speech is I would like say it's like a chocolate from the box of chocolates that the life dishes it out, like Adrika rightly reminded us. So now it's time to call the next evaluator on stage, That is none other than distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi. You might know he is a former division director. You might also know that he has been a finalist at district contests. He also mentors speech champions. But what impressed me the most was that he has won the best podcaster award, peerless podcaster award for 2 years consecutively. Very impressive, distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi. And with this, now I welcome distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi, who is a member of 3 clubs across the world, onto the stage to do this evaluation for Toastmaster Saumita, who's acting as the division director in her district. Over to you, distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Leadership is not about having spotlight on himself or herself. It is all about illuminating path for others to follow. Simply profound way, wonderful message. I would say, Soumitra Sengupta, you have drafted the speech beautifully, delivered it effortlessly, and for someone like me, I could digest it easily. If I were to flush things out of your speech today, I would say it was all about a leader, Leader. Where L, I was impressed by the language you used. Simple and poetic language, short words, spoken words, and these were very palatable for an audience to grasp. Very well done. E was for the ease of presentation. You were very comfortable in delivering the speech, probably because it was closer to your heart. A, I would say the audience awareness. The way you used a personal or professional anecdote to deliver this example of what you learned from the speech was impeccable. It added authenticity. But if you ask me, there is an element which says that know your audience whenever you pick up a project. Whether this audience, a diverse audience like today, whether they would understand the development of an app, that is the point which probably you could have thought over and delivered, or you could have taken some other example to drive home the point. D is somewhere I felt that you had a lot of scope of improvement. D stands for the delivery. First of all, you were reminded by the TMOD that you are only this in the frame, because of which your hand gestures were truncated. And you had ample scope of using hand gestures. If you had stood and delivered the speech, it would have been very effective. Because in speech, you did use holograms of defining 2 different characters. And there you could have used, if you would have stood up and used the frame itself, it would have been very effective. One more thing which I felt, that in your speech, there were too many characters. There were Rohit, there was Simran, there was the Sangeeta, there was Imtiaz. I was getting confused in who are these characters. E was for the energy level. I felt that if you had pumped up a bit of energy, that would have been better. But I would say the R in your speech, that is the resonating message of illuminating a pathway for the followers, was fantastic. I would say it was a great icing on the cake. Very well done, Soumitra. Over to you, evaluate.
Thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi. I must commend you on one thing. You know, you stood up and delivered your speech evaluation. So that is also kind of showing respect to the speaker as well, because it's like the speaker's efforts have been lauded and appreciated when he actually stood up and then delivered your evaluation. Thank you so much. I'll be giving detailed report on the evaluations later. Now it's time to invite a person who likes much Mohan Bagan and Mish, that is none other than Toastmaster Arnab Datta. So I was just Googling him and I found that he is on the Google actually. If you go and Google Arnab Datta, you will find he is an evaluation speech contest winner. The posters are the from Black Diamond Toastmasters Club, Durgapur. And then I asked him, are you a speech contest winner? And he says that he was area champion in humorous speech contest and podium finisher in club level evaluation contest. So Toastmaster Arnab Datta, the stage is all yours. It's time for you to evaluate Toastmaster Sunish Babu's riveting speech. Over to you.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Accountability requires mindfulness, honesty, acceptance, and courage. Our good morning, Toastmasters, and a very good morning to my targeted speaker, Toastmaster Sunish. Toastmaster Sunish delivered an inspirational speech today titled Spiral, Fast When You Up, Slow When Down. The three things that I liked about Toastmaster Sunish's speech was his mindful opening. At the very start of the speech, he talked about he explained us why if we don't take charge of the situation, even if we expect more out of the situation, nothing is going to help us. And then with such an inspirational start, the speech took a self-exploratory journey where he introduced us with his neighbors, Mr. and Mrs. Gupta, and explained us why he did not have many friends as his father was always on a transfer job, and and also during when he went on to do a job, how his taking up accountability has not changed, or not taking up accountability has not changed. The third thing, and explaining all these things gave us and these situations were explained in a way where it gave us vivid picture of things that were happening around him. The third thing that I liked about his speech was, I believe it is not easy to accept our mistakes, and to do that on through a speech with amidst a room full of audience calls for a huge salute for the courage that was shown by Toastmaster Sunish when he talked about things that he feels sorry about. Now, like any good speech, um, a speech can be bettered by improving a few things. And for your case, Toastmaster Sunish, I feel during the course of the speech, your pitch and your pitch was flat and constant, while and you could have made use of pauses effectively when you had punchlines like how even when you are down and low, take a pause, try moving up and fast. So when you say when you are feeling down and low, take a pause, you could have actually taken a pause and given 3 seconds before you start. You went on to your punchline with try moving up and fast. The second thing that I think was a little uh, was not helping your speech was your stage movement. Your speech has had stage movement, but I believe it was not articulate enough that could enhance your speech. And the third thing that I did not go or I did not like about your speech was your conclusion. I did not think that the conclusion was enough impactful as your beginning was. I really wanted to understand what was the outcome of the situation when you actually took charge of it. So if you could have given a glimpse of it, then it would have been more helpful for me to comprehend your speech. So to conclude, Toastmaster Sunis, you had mindful opening and honest storytelling and courageous content. But if you can improve upon your pauses, your pitch, and your stage, make your stage movement in sync with your speech, and conclude better, I believe you are going to inspire many of us to deliver many more speeches. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arnab Datta, for that evaluation. Now it's time to call the timer as well as the language evaluator on stage to present their reports. Timer, are you ready to present your report?
Ma'am, I just need 2 minutes.
Sure. Then we'll go ahead with the language evaluator's report. So language evaluator, Toastmaster Indranil Mukherjee, are you ready to present your report?
Yes,
If so,
madam.
the stage is all yours.
Thank you. So I'm going to note down the filler words and pauses for those who had spoken and uttered. So I'm going to present for report for those speakers only, and I exclude those speakers for which I did not find any flaws. So in that case, first I start with our prepared speaker, first prepared speaker Adrika, for which I found several 3 repeat words and 1 pauses. Now, Adrika, while I listening you, I felt you are very confident speaker and your flow of the speech was wonderful. That's why I want to take deeper of your speech. The 3 repeated words which I listen, trying managing meeting after exploring the next thing I know. These 3 things, 3 words I found you repeated. Now I want to recommend you to see the recording. Then you will understand that while delivering your speech, you were a little bit low. That is completely fine because this is your icebreaker speech. I know what happened. I could not laugh. I could not, I mean, my recommendation while I was delivering my icebreaker speech was you felt like you are sick. You are far better than mine. Now, repetition of words is not always wrong. Why? Toastmaster Shushmita used thank you twice after listening the third speaker. It was a token of appreciation. In that case, I felt thank you was repeating twice was completely fine. And it did not hamper the flow of speech. This is the reason I tell you, go through your speech, see the recording, and see the sentence what the Toastmaster Susmita uttered. You will understand the difference between where you could use repeat word, where not. And second, there was a pause I found after moreover. I did not find any ideal example to differentiate, but I want you to go through the recording. This is for Toastmaster Adrika. Second, evaluator Toastmaster Ruby. This is your first evaluation, and this is completely normal that nervousness soak all your confidence. This is completely normal. Now you had several hours, 2 pauses. I recommend you to go through the evaluation sheet before the speech because I had several hours. I feel this will make you confident while delivering the purpose of the project of the speaker. Now, Toastmaster Madhusudan, I heard a little bit several hours from you while you calling the speakers. But apart from that, I did not find any flaws. Toastmaster Sushmita, I found several hours in your speech, but I am also a grammarian, so I did not go deeper of the report. So I could not note down where I found those hours. So apologize for that. Now Toastmaster Arnab, who was an evaluator. I found several hours during your transition. And I found one repeat word, accountability was not changed. Now, evaluation is a speech of 2 to 3 minutes. And after you listening the speaker, you have chance to 15 to 20 minutes to write down the speech. I recommend you to write down the entire sentence in your notebook. I feel that will help you to reduce the crutch words, pauses, and hours. Write down the entire thing. Now, coming to the table topic section, there is Toastmaster Sadhvi, who was natural. I think first time she's delivering her speech. So there was and but I feel that is natural. Table topic, this is why table topics is introduced. Toastmaster Kamal, I found several while you started your speech. Yeah, table topic. This is the reason why table topic. It's a little bit tough. Why are you are introducing your speech? It take a little bit time. So while you start your speech, the flow your speech that is I have been a little slow. I have been benefited by it. So this is my personal example. And last Toastmaster Arnav for table topic, there are several repeat words. Oh, sorry, this is for toast evaluation. Sorry. Okay. Now coming to the grammarian. Today, so good usage of grammar.
Toastmaster Indranil, just a time check alert.
Okay.
We are a bit behind schedule. So if you can give a very brief grammarian report and give the detailed report as a Word document in the chat window, I think that will be really, really, really great. So over to you, language evaluator, Indranil Mukherjee.
Okay, I will concise my report. Like there are so many good usage of grammar, like engulf, a sense of collective responsibility, brainstorming, testament, illuminate, accountability. Now there is something which I found could be used differently, like which was make you uncomfortable. It could be changes which made you uncomfortable. He played various roles from like. We can exclude the word from. Keep in touch with your family member. The family member could have been replaced by them because we use family member in the previous sentence. So while we are talking about the family member, we could have replaced it by them. So apart from this is all my report, and over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Indranil Mukherjee. I would say we must appreciate him because he showed what dynamic leadership is, like customizing your delivery according to the need of the hour, taking an immediate decision to make his report. I think it's not easy to make a report brief, especially we know the kind of meticulous attention he has been paying in the R counter report. We could clearly see that. Now it's time for me to call the timer, Toastmaster Kamal on stage, and I would like to invite him to present his report.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. Well, to present my report, I would like to share my screen. So is the screen visible, the Excel sheet? Well, so in the prepared speech section, all the three speakers are qualified. Toastmaster Abdika took 4 minutes 55 seconds. Toastmaster Shomita took 6 minutes 35 seconds. And Toastmaster Shuni Babu 7 minutes 29 seconds. In case of evaluation section, Toastmaster Ruby took 1 minute and 32 seconds. DTM Harish Bilgi 3 minutes and 29 seconds. He was exactly at the border line. Toastmaster Arnav went a little bit overboard. He took 3 minutes and 40 seconds. In table topic section, all the speakers were qualified. DTM Harish Bilgi took 2 minutes 30 seconds. General Evaluator Madam DTM Manju took 2 minutes 27 seconds. Toastmaster Shaumita took 1 minute 42 seconds. Toastmaster Adrika 1 minute 38 seconds. Toastmaster Shadvi 2 minutes 12 seconds. And I was also speaker. I don't know how much time I took. If someone could tell me if I was in the green zone or red zone, that would be helpful. So that was from my part. Thank you, and over to Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kamal. I forgot to start the timer. I'm not sure if someone else, but I do know that you crossed the green card because I started the timer card a bit late, a timer device a bit late. I was listening to you. Okay. Now it's time to move on to the general evaluator's report. I think language evaluator has made my life easier because he has given such a detailed report, and also I think the evaluators too did a great job. Right. First of all, let me appreciate the Sergeant at Arms who is also playing the double role of timer, Toastmaster Kamal, for starting off this meeting with great energy. And I would also love to applaud Toastmaster Sushmita, who, as the presiding officer, set the tone for the meeting and also did a great job as a last-minute Toastmaster of the day. Please appreciate Toastmaster Sushmita because she was a last-minute TMOD. It's not easy to take on that role at 9 a.m. and then, engage the audience in such an effective manner. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sushmita. And Table Topics Master, you had great topics for us. We loved the topics, especially it is around the human emotions, values, love, etc. I have one small suggestion for you, however. We couldn't see you always very clearly because you are at an angle. You are having that hero's, profile view. It's like, kind of you're standing and maybe speaking to a heroine there. That is the way you were doing. So if you can adjust your camera or maybe your chair in such a way that you're facing the camera fully, that would have been really, really great. Now it's time to evaluate the evaluators. So we had 3 great evaluators. So starting off with Toastmaster Ruby. Toastmaster Ruby, for a first-time evaluation, that was a splendid job done. You did a great job. It would be great if you can come on camera. You know why? Because evaluation in Toastmasters is all about empathy. So the speaker needs to see your face. Even if you're traveling, I know you are having some technical issue, you're traveling, etc. Even if you're traveling, even if you're in an auto, if you're walking, or if you're even on a train, I would suggest come on camera while you're delivering the evaluation, because the speaker derives energy from the facial expressions of the evaluator. So you have to show your empathy on your face. So today we couldn't see you. So because of that, I feel we have some part missing, but otherwise your evaluation is good. And a tip for you to probably extend your evaluation, like DTM Harish Bilgi did, right? Beyond 3 minutes, is if you can go through the ISC ballots on Toastmasters website. You can see the ISC ballot. So you can have a copy of that on your mobile phone. And then if you try evaluating, it will be much easier. You will have enough and more points. Actually, what will happen is, like Toastmaster Arnab, you may actually end up extending beyond 3 minutes, 30 seconds. All the evaluators, we know how, I think DTM Harish Bilgi will get that Bollywood Hero Award today. He's also, I think he was also he was the coach for Bollywood Toastmasters Club. Interestingly, he's like that Bollywood hero who saves the day, and the heroine is about to fall from the train and he goes and catches him, only in Bollywood films. But today he did that. 3 minutes, 29 seconds, he ended his evaluation. So Toastmaster Ruby, we have a lesson to learn from these other evaluators, how to stretch our evaluations. But the problem for you would be know how to end on time. Next time you'll say, how would I end on time? There are so many points to cover. Okay. Great job, Toastmaster Ruby. Next, we have distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi. I loved the way you stood up as a mark of respect to the speaker, and also when you deliver standing up, it shows that energy, the commitment, and also the empathy towards the speaker. So thank you so much, distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi. I loved the acronyms you used as well. Only one suggestion: when you used that D for delivery, when you said area of improvement, I saw Saumita's face fall. She was like this. So if you can probably use softer vocal variety there. D for delivery, Toastmaster Saumita, because that will, I would say, kind of, that blow would be softened. It is a blow, but I saw Toastmaster Saumita just, that when you said D for delivery, she just had some kind of, reaction on her face. So if you can soften your tone while giving area of improvement, like our moms did. When they are giving areas of improvement, our moms will say, Beta, can you do that? Baba, all those things, pyar se. So that if you can bring on stage, your voice can dip, you can go slower, speech delivery can become this, I think you would win over the hearts of Savita. Savita will be like, give me your number. I want to keep in touch with you. I want more and more from you. You would be the best evaluator, not just in the meeting, but in the world. So distinguished Harish Bilgi, looking forward to another evaluation from you where you win the hearts of the entire world. Next, we have Toastmaster Arnab. Toastmaster Arnab, I'm not going to speak about the time taken by Arnab because that is something the timer already delivered. I would say that you gave great points. Okay, you had great points, but if you could also deliver the areas of improvement with a kind smile on your face. A kind smile on your face. I think Sunish, see now Sunish is smiling. Look at Sunish now. I want every speaker to smile after listening to area of improvement. Okay, when you can achieve that, that is when you become the best evaluator in the world. The competition you may win because the judges are liking you, the vocal variety, do this. No, but when you win the heart of the speaker, when the speaker wants to hug you after you deliver the evaluation, that is when you become the best evaluator. So Toastmaster Arnav, you had great points. Just add that kind smile, your evaluation would be perfect. Now comes the speakers. I kept the speakers for the last because we have an icebreaker speaker, that is Toastmaster Adrika, and she gave a box of chocolate. She even showed that tantalizing glimpse of Kit Kat. I thought at the end she'll bring it out and eat it or something. Thank God you didn't do that. I was already hungry. So Toastmaster Adrika, such a great speech. I loved your speech, the message. I'm sure everyone would remember you. Oh, that box of chocolate, girls, because DTM Harish Bilgi goes to so many clubs, even Bollywood Toastmasters clubs, man. And across the world, he's there. But he will remember, oh, box of chocolate girl, Adrika, because you made your impact. With that powerful question at the beginning, you had a question to the audience, plus you have used a prop in the first few seconds. Wow. I think, when we look back at our icebreaker, we feel little ashamed now, embarrassed. Oh my God, I didn't use a prop. I didn't ask a question at the beginning of my speech, right? You did a great job. I have one suggestion. If you can place your camera a bit far away from you on a stand or something so that we can see your hand gestures, that would be great. I would not ask you to stand up because first speech, it's very difficult to stand up and deliver. You can sit, no issues, but keep your camera away, maybe like how Harish Bilgi or again Sunish was doing. Sunish was doing a great job with stage movements. So if you can try keeping your camera a bit away and then, show your hand gestures and all, we would love to see that, that hand gesture, how it adds to the value of your speech as well, the speech message too. Okay, thank you so much. Next, we move on to the next speaker. That is none other than our division director, Saumita. So Saumita Sen Gupta, when we hear Saumita, somehow we have that Sushmita Sen in mind. I don't know, you somehow remind me of Sushmita's hairstyle when she was younger. The Miss Universe Sushmita, by the way, not our Toastmaster of the day, Sushmita. So Toastmaster Saumita, you have a very graceful smile. But in the speech, you had great message. DTM Harish Bilgi went into all the details of that. He covered it. Okay, he was too good, like a PhD research scholar. He did that. Only one suggestion: you have an elegant smile. When you come on stage, win over the hearts of people with that smile and poise. And again, remember, whenever you pause, if it makes sense, if it is according to that, if you're giving a very inspiring message, you can give that elegant smile once again and capture the hearts of all of our, like the Miss Universe did so long back. Okay, Toastmaster Saumita, great job. Now it's time to evaluate Toastmaster Sunish Babu. I kind of have written one line for him, crib and complain, because I kind of like that part, because we all crib and complain. We have to do this, we have to do that. So your speech kind of resonated a lot, connected a lot with a lot of us. You stood up and delivered. The evaluator gave all the feedback. One suggestion I have is if you can ask questions to the audience. For example, how many of you think your life is like mine, this, because everyone would have some or the other complaint. So if you can ask some connecting question and then give a pause after the question, how many of you think your life, so much of travel, how many of you hate traveling to office? Of course, we love traveling to visit places, but not to office. So raise your hands. If you do that, you'll be able to connect with the audience as well as judges. Now, I think I have done all the role players justice, except for probably the timer. Timer, I'm totally impressed by your timekeeping skills and your meticulous report. No words to say, great report. Language evaluator, Indranil Mukherjee. In my district, we have a very short counter report. So your report took me by surprise. So I asked Toastmaster Shushmita, do we have detailed report? But I do see that you have great, there's some kind of great auditor hidden in you. I don't know what is your profession, but probably in your company, if there is some auditing related internal auditor work, you will be great fit because you have meticulous observation skills. Attention to detail is fascinating. You pay attention to every single aspect, even those aspects maybe the evaluators might have missed, you have taken care. But as the accountant, I would say if you can try to give a concise report, that will be great, especially for icebreaker speech, Toastmaster Adrika. Whenever we have an icebreaker person on stage or a younger new Toastmaster on stage, if we can give as little recommendation as possible, that would be great, because already they are overwhelmed with icebreaker and all that, and evaluator also gave 3 minutes here. So for people like Adrika, if you can avoid, not only people like Adrika, the practice in my district is we avoid giving the name whenever we give areas of improvement. So we say these are the things I loved about today's meeting. So we'll say our counter, these. For example, Adrika had 3+ hours, 5+ hours, that's it. But when it comes to areas of improvement, we don't give the name. I don't know how it is. Maybe distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi could share how it is done in their districts also, because we can always learn from each other. But my mentor had taught me, be kind when you're giving a report. Because it may hurt them. It may hurt them. Your intention may be to do your job in a meticulous manner, but if you are doing a great job, but it ends up hurting a person, and they sometimes, don't come back. They feel so hurt that I think I'm not good enough. Let me drop off Toastmasters. So to prevent that, if you can keep your report a bit concise and avoid taking the names of icebreaker speakers, that would be really, really great. Would you consider doing that, Toastmaster Indranil, next time? Please.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, I don't know what happened.
No
Actually, I do night shift. Okay, so most
No
of the
issues, no issues, no issues. We'll take feedback. I think Toastmaster Sushmita will call you on stage for feedback. So with this, I would like to end my report. So overall, the meeting was great. The posters was fabulous. I saw posters of distinguished Toastmaster Harish Bilgi and the other evaluator, and also the other poster where the Toastmaster of the day. And so the PR team did a great job. The XCOM team did a great job. All the role players were there, even though the role players, some of the role players had to drop off due to personal exigency. You have the presiding officer acting like a Bollywood heroine, doing, Dashavatar and taking on, I'm also TMOD. The timer says I'm also Sergeant at Arms. So that was really great. Dynamic leadership in action. Kudos to the XCOM for that. So overall, the brand compliance part of poster was good. Pre-meeting preparation was good. People arrived ahead of time. That was also good. The TTM ensured that guests are given a chance to speak. So overall, I would say this meeting was great. On a scale of say 1 to 5, I would give this meeting 4.65. 4.65. And now pass on the control to the Toastmaster of the day, our own club, I would say Miss Universe, because she's the one who keeps us all together as the Toastmaster of the day and presiding officer. Toastmaster Sushmita, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, DTM Manju Manohar, for such detailed report. And your smile is very infectious. I have never enjoyed, frankly speaking, such general evaluation. I have enjoyed that evaluation, literally enjoyed this evaluation. And that everything that ends well is well, and that this show today, it went really well. I guess everyone will agree that. And now it's time for results. If you haven't voted yet, Please vote. Now I will transit from Toastmaster of the Day to closing presiding officer, and I would like to thank you each and everyone present in this room, especially to DTM Manju Manohar and DTM Harish Bilgi for taking up these evaluations, and our speakers Andrika, Shaumita Sengupta and Toastmaster Shunish Babu. Thank you, and also Toastmaster Arnab Datta, he is not present here. So thank you each and everyone. Before I declare the results, I would like to get a couple of more lines from DTM Harish Bilgi, like his experience in today's meeting.
Thank you, President. I thoroughly enjoyed the session. I think what I loved about the session was the energy level, the way people came prepared for their speeches. And at one point, there were around 17 guests I was noticing. And that itself is a good work done by your PR team and your VP membership, and getting in all those members coming at this weekend. Sundays is holidays everywhere. Even in Dubai, it is holiday to join. And for me, it was a bit early. I mean, that's what I was talking to Mrinal. Mrinal said, no, it is around 9 o'clock in Dubai times. I said, okay, I'll do it. Wonderful. That is what I loved. And Toastmaster is all about camaraderie. And that is what very visible here. I mean, I loved it. So next time you send a invite, I'll be there. And I
Thank you.
loved Manju Manohar's general evaluation. And she did mention somewhere that, okay, she doesn't look like Sushmita and all that. But now Manju is taking liberty with you. I can say that you do look like Yogi. In fact, the autobiography of Yogi, the cover, you can be modeled for that particular picture. Very divine look you have. Very well done. Very nicely put general evaluation with that wonderful smile. And when you ask me whether I have evaluated, I have visited many clubs across the globe. Yes, so what you say is correct. We don't name generally. I mean, that is a good, there's nothing right or wrong in Toastmasters. Okay. But generally we don't. They say, no, you spare the rod and maybe you can spoil the child also. So it is possible to avoid naming and shaming people. So it's a forum. It's a voluntary forum. People come here and some may get uh, annoyed because of that. That is what. And secondly, I loved the energy level of Indranil, the way he came and he fantastically delivered. In fact, evaluation, general evaluation, and his timer report all clubbed together. It was very well done. I'll take a 1 minute of you. I'll just steal 1 minute. I remembered a joke. There was a new church built in the hinterland, and there was no population around that church. And the priest was finding it difficult to give his sermon because no one is to come there. So one fine day he went out on the grasslands outside. He found one shepherd. So he just caught hold of that shepherd and pulled him to the church, made him sit, gave him some food and gave sermon. And sermon after sermon, some 8 hours he just gave him sermon. And then afterwards he said, how did you feel in this, the temple of Lord? Then he said, the shepherd was sitting there. I said, sir, it was nice. I loved it. It was like me feeding or giving fodder to my sheep. But one thing is that I don't give my 1 week's fodder to sheep in 1 day. So that is it. When you have a particular role, stick to that role. You are an R-counter grammarian, stick to R-counter grammarian. So don't have to comment on the speech as such. That is what I feel. And that is what most of us follow. If I'm an evaluator, I'll stick to my evaluation of that particular speaker. I can't comment on someone else's speech. I can't comment on general evaluation. I can't comment on president's address. I don't. Stick to your predefined role, and it will become more effective. And I one hats off to the table topic master also. His topics were precise, and it ignited a lot of thought process. It was not an easy topic as such. Very well done, table topic master Madhusudan. Over to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I will not become a barrier between your Sunday lunch and this Toastmaster session. I will declare the results now. And our today's best primary role player is none other than DTM Manju Manohar, our general evaluator. We all like. Congratulations, DTM Manju. And our best auxiliary role player is our language evaluator, Toastmaster Indrodin. Toastmaster Indrodin, congratulations. Best speaker is Toastmaster Shaumita Sengupta. Toastmaster Shaumita Sengupta, congratulations. And best evaluator is DTM Harish. DTM Harish, congratulations. I guess another evaluator, Toastmaster Arnab Datta, was timed out today, so he was not eligible for voting. And best table topic speaker, I want guess here because very neck to neck voting is going on there. So any guesses for best table topic speaker? Best table topic speaker is none other than again DTM Manju Manohar. Congratulations and all the very best to all the winners. And we all are winners here today as we have learned, unlearned, and relearned everything. With that, we officially closing the meeting. Thank you everyone, and the floor is open for chit chatting.